What's up, guys? On this episode of Dude in Basement, we have a PSA submission, but not just any PSA submission. In this box is something very special. We did two breakouts. We had two pretty minty cards. We had a CGC 9, Tyranitar, and Sableye that we busted out. And then we also had a Garchomp SIR from Paradox Rift. That was a BGS 9.5. So we're going to check them out and see how we did on the grades. There are a couple other cards in here that we're going to take a look at. Because, you know, when you send a PSA, you got to send a bunch of cards just to make it worth it. Let's check it out. So we're going to see how we did today on this submission. This is going to be a lot of fun. Who doesn't love a good PSA submission? I always think these are just an absolute blast. And it's actually like one of my favorite things to watch too, is to watch PSA submissions, or any kind of grading submission is really fun. So we got a stack of cards right here, and I'll show you the footage from the breakout when we get to the breakout card. But anyway, I'm just rambling at this point. So let's check these out. I'm going to cover up the grade, and then we'll kind of work our way back. Okay, so this was one of the cards we broke out. This was a CGC 9. And so if we hit the 10 on this would be a pretty cool, it looks like we've got something on there. Little schmutz or something. All right, so we got the CGC 9 to a PSA 9. You know what? I'll take it. I usually grade with PSA anyway, so at least my collection will be consistent. We've actually had a lot of success grading, doing crossover grades in the past. So I'm kind of surprised that this was a 9 because I thought the card was relatively clean all the way around. The centering doesn't look that bad. And I think this is a potential regrade candidate. The centering on the front is definitely worse. Like, you can see side to side, and then especially this corner right here, you can see that centering is pretty bad. But I don't know. I feel like at PSA, things have gotten, kind of strict. It is what it is. It's no big deal. All right, so next up we have, let's see, a Reverum EX. This is from Obsidian Flames. Pretty underrated set in Scarlet and Violet. I feel like, a lot of people bash on Obsidian Flames for no good reason. In my opinion, I think it's actually a pretty good set. But there we go. We got a 9 for that one as well. So just a 9. No biggie. But look at that. That is a beautiful card. That is an absolutely beautiful card. You know, these SIRs are really tough to grade. And I don't know if we have like a little imperfection there on the corner that I can see. And then sometimes there's like white dots. Well, a lot of times there's white dots. But I'm not seeing any here. But anyway, centering looks pretty good. On the front, it's not the greatest. That might be why we got a 9 instead of a 10. All right, next up, we have Morty's Conviction, another SIR card. This one from Temporal Forces. This is probably my favorite card out of Temporal Forces. And 10, nice. We got old Morty right there. Yep, so look at that texture. That card just is so beautiful. It is absolutely gorgeous. And beautiful card. Beautiful slab, PSA 10, can't beat it. All right, so let's do this. Let's do the 9s right here and the 10s right here, okay? So that way we can kind of keep it organized and everything. All right, so next up we have a Mew, okay? This is a special illustration rare promo. This is from the Ultra Premium Collection, the Mew EX, and it's a 9. This one's tough to grade, and I actually didn't think this was gonna get a 10 at all, mainly because there was a white dot. See that little white dot right there? Okay, and another white dot right there, and another white dot right there, because white dots come on these cards a lot. But it's a beautiful card, and I just figured that, I'd get one graded and have it for my personal collection. I don't mind having 9s in my collection, and sometimes I'll sell them and get 10s down the road. So it all depends on what I'm looking to buy. Sometimes I buy sealed boxes, and I need a little cash. I'll clean out some of the 9s and get a sealed box. All right, next up we have a Psyduck. This is the art rare from Pokémon Card 151 in Japan, and a beautiful Psyduck on the stairs, and boom, 10 there. So nice 10 right there. Can't complain. All right, next up, we've got a Master Ball Aerodactyl. I'm not collecting all the Master Balls. I just, if I happen to have one and I want to grade it and it looks pretty good, I will. And this one is a 10. Okay, so we got the Aerodactyl. Really like the artwork on this. This is probably my favorite artwork for the normal, like, style cards in 151. And yeah, beautiful Master Ball reverse hollow Aerodactyl. So we'll add that to the 10 pile. And next up, we've got a Galarian Berserker. I pulled this from a Lost Origin booster box with my daughter. This was actually a really cool one. And yeah, it's textured really nicely, you can see. And it's a bummer we didn't pull the Giratina, but honestly, I don't know. This one has some nice memories to it anyway. So, and a 10. Nice, nice. These grade pretty good. I'm sure that it's gotten a little harder because, Lost Origin specifically, if you don't have a lot of experience opening Lost Origin, those cards were like pretty off-centered. Quality wasn't the best with the Lost Origin set. I feel like things were really, really nice and tight like early on in Sword and Shield, and then like when Chilling Reign hit, stuff kind of started to quality started to ramp down. So there's a 10. All right, so we got, let's see, 1, 2, 3, what is that? If I can count, that's 4 10s and 3 9s. So here's an illustration rare Psyduck, same card. I think these are sequential. So let's see if we can get that sequential 10. And no, these are tough to grade. And actually, I was shocked. This doesn't have like any print lines on the hollow portion. Usually there's print lines on these 151 illustration rares. And I didn't see any that looked super noticeable, but there was some white dots, as you can see on the bottom there. And so I was like, well, I don't know. Let's see. Let's see if we can get a 10. And we didn't, so that's all right. And next up, we have a Dragonite Hollow, or Reverse Hollow. This is the Master Ball from 151 as well. And a beautiful card and a beautiful 10. So there we go. Master Ball Reverses. These cards, I don't know how they'll do in the future. I don't know if the sentiment will change and people will want these reverse hollow Master Balls. They're not super, like they were really popular and then they kind of took a nosedive, especially for the cards that don't have illustration rares or special illustration rares in 151. I feel like the Master Ball is your best option. So if you like Gengar or Dragonite or Aerodactyl or like one of these cards, the Master Ball is maybe a little bit more worth it to hold long term. And if it's got an illustration rare, then it might not be as popular. Alrighty, check that out. Garchomp EX Paradox Rift. I bought this for $45 when Paradox was like considered to be the worst set in the world. And at this point, this is a pretty good deal for this card. And boom. All right, so 10. So we regraded this. And it is a 10, and it looks really good. It's a nice card. PSA 10, special illustration rare, Garchomp EX. All right, so how'd we do? We got, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, so 5 10s, and let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4 9s. Not bad, not bad. All right, let me know what you guys think of this video. Let me know what you think of the submission, and yeah. It's a pleasure being with you this fine afternoon, and we'll see you on the next one. Peace.